of course, today we have a very important topic we want to discuss with you out there, and there will be a time we'll give you an opportunity to call in and, of course, make your own contribution. I am Onyekachukwu Ugochukwu.
My name is Emmanuel Okonkwo. So we welcome you again on today's edition of our program, Ndlea and you, just like Onyeka said earlier. And remember that this program is being brought to you every Tuesday on this your darling station, Anambra Broadcasting Service 88.5 FM Oka, by Ndlea, that is National Drug Law Enforcement Agency, Anambra State Command, here through the support or sponsorship of the traditional ruler of Ogidi Kingdom, Eagle Pharmacist Alexander Onido, through his company, Alben Pharmaceuticals Limited. And this program will give opportunity to our listener to call and air his or her view about this fight against drug abuse and drug trafficking. Inanya niyo nemi n'obodo but today ga hota na ọgwụ ike ịlụ ahụ na-etu mgbeli na akpazi mkpamkpa n'obodo anyị. Ọ na-emebizi ụmụ ntakịrị anyị ndị asị na ọfanwa bụ the hope of tomorrow, leaders of tomorrow. Ọgwụ ike na-anazịwa n'iyi, so ọnya ka ndị Ndlea ji na-agbasi mbọ ike ịfụ na anụrụ ọgụ a melie nye. Daalụ n'isonyere anyị n'ụbọchị taa.
Ọ dị mma n'ụsọ anyị na-anapụtakwazi onye nke ga-esokwazi anyị wee dọwa ụkwụ ọbana ihe mmemme. Onye anyị na-ekwu maka bụ Madam Priscilla Onyema, onye nwa bụ Staff Officer in charge of Drug Demand Reduction and Training, National Drug Law Enforcement Agency, Ndlea na Anambra State Command. Anyị na-asị gị nnọọ n'ihe mmemme anyị tata.
Daalụ ndị ọma na-ege Ndewo.
Okay. Ọ dị mma na ga-esi wee na-eme ihe mmemme na na-ebugoro ụzọ nye ndị mmadụ updates banyere mmemme nke otu ọrụ Ndlea na-alụ na
izu ụka gara aga.
Yes.
So, Madam Priscilla.
Okay, I get that one in the next 2 minutes, but let's go ahead with the topic of the day.
Okay. So, So the topic we have for today's program is helping a drug-dependent person overcome his drug habit. Inelende na ngogwu ike aka isi na ngogwu ike wepụta. So I try kapinya bụ okwu ọnụ ka makana ma ndị a onwere enyemaka ga-enyereva ka ha wee kwụsị ịṅụ ọgwụ ike. Ọkachasị n'otu ndị Ndlea Anambra State ji agba mbọ ịlụ ọrụ ha imegide ọgwụ ike na-etu mgbeli n'obodo anyị. So Madam Priscilla, what exactly do we mean when we talk about drug dependency or drug dependence?
Okay, drug dependence, putara, kind of madi be addicted, dependent on the intake of hard drugs. That is to say, the totality of the person's functionality depending on the intake of drugs. The person's inability to do anything without taking drugs. Let me explain. Somebody who is dependent on drug, for him to eat food, when you do a bad drug, for him to sleep, when you do a bad drug, for him to walk, when you do a bad drug, communicate the energy or the strength to work. For him to drive, he needs, in fact, that's why I said the totality of the person's existence depending on the intake of drugs, the person's inability to do anything, to function normally without taking drugs. That is what it means for one to be dependent on drugs.
So, okay, yana bata udia ke ka mmadu weji we nwido ogwu ike obuzi ala alia nke na onwo ozi adika isi we kowa obulu nsogbu.
Well, on a bit gradually. Gradually in the sense that man only say in stay ikuto taba where babina here. Yeah. What we are bring him to what we call the stages of drug abuse. People start gradually. Maybe go the experiments. Go, let me just experiment. What is it like? And at this stage, on a book spurred by friends, that is majorly peer group influence. You want to belong, you want to know what's up, you know, and then you try. From this stage, an experimental stage or experimentation stage, the next stage in the follow-up is what we call occasional stage. At this occasional stage, when you want to try and during experimentation, this occasional stage will be that he does not go out of his own, he doesn't on his own go out to buy these drugs unless maybe occasion adaputara, maybe his friend the mayor offer the thing to him. Like maybe now they never keep nowhere. The water go guys are gather or forgot our friends and I say I'm not test good. Kiss go do this one and Nalia kiss here, and that is only child that place. When he leaves that environment, he will not even remember to go back to it to try it unless when he, you know, gets to meet another opportunity where it will be offered to him. This is called occasional stage, and what it means is that this person only takes this when opportunity comes and he is being offered and he accepts. Then from that stage, when people handle that first stage of experimentation, or man they notice and they may stop. But some people were professionals around them who encourage them, say, Hannah, just try again. Now the first experience is always like that. The second experience will always be better and all that. So, I'm telling you, hand on every corner. So those people, they will encourage these people to go on. Now, the next stage after this experimentation is what we call the regular stage. Somebody on a regular stage, most of the ones that we see on the road. I say, you further that weed as drug, and after as drug. That is, I've been doing it for the past 5 years, and don't worry for them. These people can go out of their way, they can use as in hand a job handle a good team. Oh no, and we may encounter people like this on daily basis. Has said that Obiga for our week, maybe no rack or singing no one being any strength now. No, we are choro for the say no have choro for the day. Yeah, take it yeah, what is you after the day's job. But they go out of their way, and one of them during counseling. By the time he realized what he was doing, he felt sorry for himself. Now, from that stage of regular, remember I have mentioned experimentation. Then from there we enter to occasional. From occasional we have entered the regular now. Then from regular stage, addiction, stroke, dependency, and then a very thin line between these two. The person now going to dependency can he check when he in control. He feels that he's still in control of what he's doing. Of course, I am in control. I know what I am doing. Because from you knowing what you're doing to you not knowing what you're doing and thinking that you know what you're doing, that is that addiction stage. That addiction stage, the person is keep functioning well without even going on. If you encounter this kind of people, then we can see in Akuseba drug that because we believe if he wants to come to radio like this, he must take drugs. Anything they take drugs. So that is what it means to depend on drug. And what happened this thing, law that the person must follow these 4 stages, like step by step before the person gets to the yes. All ending about that first day. We take professionals around them one day to have a look on a regular stage. Do you understand? And then when they land that regular stage, as in they may never enter the addiction stage. When they what did they last week to this week? One was regular. I take every day. And before you know it, but we go in within 2 months. Here we go the problem of dependency and addiction. So all these things also now determined by our body system, knowing that our systems are wired differently. We respond to things differently. The way you're created is not the way I'm created. And the way you react to things may not be exactly the way I react to things. Do you understand? So also, now condition the way people respond to the intake of drugs. Thank you.
Okay, can you phone before
we now go to the review?
Before can you
Okay, I guess after this we go to the review.
Okay, no problem. So sometimes a lot of persons I find they are difficult. If it has na abidolem na this dependency, I know who bosta. Babala anya obosi ala alofa. Wana struggle godu kawalapia. Oyo so okay if na bata odiya. Why not there when lapo? Kamado only the personal.
Oh yeah, we have addiction. You be addicted to something. You do go used to it. Or and body chemistry also body makeup also is a contributory factor to this, and the type of drugs also is also a contributory factor to this, and you know the kind of people around you. But when people all have to encourage you, hype men. He can test you. Before you test somebody, he had to pass like colors. He tests a color. Before you name here, it needs to colors. Oh, when they have just to hype you, and even so a lot of things can lead to one not being able to. On a fiatokwaro mado on his or her own to come out of drug dependency. It needs you. We talked about it last week. It requires you as a person. That's the person that is taking the drug. It requires your effort. It requires grace of God. It requires money. It requires time to be able to assist. It requires professional helpers, that's the counselors, to help the person to come out of it, and it's a gradual process. It's not something that happens, I want to stop it and you stop. Unless the person has been at that dependency stage.
So is there any updates before I go in?
Oh, okay. Within the week under review, our guys, we are at different places for operation. But I will mention for just two, Onisha and Oka. And even as we speak, things are still happening out there right now. And for other activities, that is drug demand reduction activities, where against drug abuse, I mean by weather. I gel Onisha. The organic age grade, so we were there with them throughout the period, and it was a good outing. The turnout was good and the reception was good. They were happy that we were there. So we were there throughout that period, and that was the only place we covered for weather activities. Thank you.
So arrest only down last week. Down arrest last week.
Of course. When I found out operation without arresting somebody, because most of the arrests are you don't just waiting information you just rush and go. No. For you to go, because it requires a lot for you to go now. You might waste the fuel. Risk their life just to go and do what you're not sure of. Before I do operation, I turn information into intelligence. I'm a process here by confirming the thing. The information in water. You have to confirm sometimes, like 3-4 times to be very sure, and to confirm other things you need to confirm about that particular person, which I can't come here to tell you that this is what we confirm. We have things that we confirm. There are things we confirm. When you confirm, you go. So all you have on you go and you don't get people. Though some occasionally they may run, but you definitely get people. Yeah, thank you.
Because now only rehabilitation processes especially in depending on this drug of a thing. So when I talk some of these processes and all counseling name somebody depending on that drug or something like that. Although that's and the modern kunesi when I basilifa siwena aga.
Well, counseling, I will start with this last question. Counseling is kind of guiding the person. What is counseling is a professional help rendered by a professional helper to somebody that needs it. That's the only in a counseling. Only your client as at that time.
Okay.
So most of the times you are not going there to judge. In fact, counseling has nothing to do with judging the person. You don't judge the person. It's not your place to judge him. It's for you to help him, to put him on the right track, bring his attention. For the implication, you guide him, show him the implication of what he's doing. Maybe health-wise, financially, socially, direct him, bring his attention to it. Bring advantages, teach him the things he doesn't even know about it. Teach him about the health implications. And make him to understand, help him to follow you to understand. He will, if he falls into place naturally. Because most of the time, most of these young men are not aware what they are getting into. They don't know. Then, as per the stages, well, structuring. Structuring, taking the details of the person. These details comprise about everything about the person. The biodata, the things about him as a person. Then when you enter his biodata, you also include friends na school logger, parent background part of the things, because what you're trying to locate is what would have led him to this and what would have been encouraging him to remain in this. So you're trying to get every factor that could be contributory to what he is passing through. Then, if you don't get somebody and start getting his information immediately, most of them will not even talk to you. So you allow them periods of to settle and to allow detoxification to take place. Makana, this withdrawal syndrome. Do you understand? After 2 days, for most drugs, most of them react differently to it and in different ways. So, only you don't counseling. And to listen to you. You take his details. You allow him for withdrawal syndrome to clear in his system. You detoxification, natural detoxification. Open can some maybe ogo. Or clean up what is in his system. Natural detoxification, the process of maybe you are asked to take a lot of water, a lot of fruits that can make you to urinate. You have not been steady for these things to go out of your body, and it's usually very good for one to go for natural detoxification. Even in your house, we eat a lot of things that contain toxins that we don't even know. So sometimes on our own, you do it for yourself to help you take things on your own. To clean up your system and whatever nonsense. So from this stage of after the structuring, there's the capturing of the person's details, normal counseling itself. Then facilities for skill acquisition. Within that period, you introducing them to different programs in the skill acquisition side, and in a room for religious counseling. Part of it, do you understand? So in our own facility, we allow some religious leaders, like Igan on the Shaban facility, or some pastors, it's just to come share the word of God with them, pray for them, we'll discuss too with them, with them. This thing happens every week, because I told you at the beginning that you cannot rule out the side of the grace of God in getting the person, because that will be the major thing. Then, opportunity for you to also introduce them to sporting activities. The also Olympic. No, and a lot of you can get some indoor activities for them within the facility. We got no table tennis lahaganako. Anywhere for long tennis. Badminton anywhere. You can be maybe just within the premises. It could be any kind of sporting activity, but just not only from morning to night or just to took away further. It's not even good for our health. Do you understand? So you get them to get involved. Only you to redirect their focus. When you because when you child is sporting activity, also about poor, only by the time one poor to get really used to doing little exercises, and he can, also be going for workouts on his own or going to register in a gym when he leaves the facility. So all these things are part of the things that take place when we have a client that is with us. Thank you.
Okay. Of course, when we're talking about recovery of these drug dependence people, do you have a kind of group? Join when in terms of the person when I'm talking about the group, I mean the people now from narcotics and the rest of them. Because also did highly trained on those things named me.
Like in our facility, I am a psychiatric doctor and agency staff with us here in Anambra Command. So we liaise with a psychiatric doctor that comes in weekly. First, to assess them. Do you understand? Even when you're bringing the person, that week or that time you were at the person, maybe the next day the psychiatric hospital doctor will come and assess them. You know what I mean by assess them? Every case what can be handled, every psychiatric case, the person will be taken to a psychiatric hospital. The psychiatric doctor comes there regularly to assess, like weekly, to assess them and to talk to them again also about their mental health. So that one is regular. We have our trained nurses, apart from the counselors, we have trained nurses that work with us, that are agency staff, that are resident with us, that also take care of the medical aspect of it, while the professional helpers that are the counselors handle the rest.
All the my canon Ogihe Meme Ndlea and you. I get what else in the Nakwadan Bob na wotesina bozi. Amezi guoku makaji jundi ozobunke ajis naka manke gajuaju aina na istazu mob na wotesaragi ozia.
National Drug Law Enforcement Agency na Anyoku ka anyị si mba megide ọgwụ ike ma si maka ndụ ọma ndị be anyị, si mba megide ọgwụ ike na ịtụ mgbọrọgwụ aghara aghara, si mba megide igbo mkpụrụ mmiri rubber solution, cough syrup with codeine, tramadol ma ọ bụ ọgwụ ndị ahụ a na-enye na-enwetaghị ntụziaka n'aka dibịa bekee. Ndị ọrụ pharmacy, ndị chemist na-ere ọgwụ ka anyị jikọta aka ọnụ buo agha dị egwu megide ọgwụ ike nakwazi ịnwụ ọgwụ ike aghara aghara. Ọgwụ ọbụla dibịa bekee tosiri inye ntụziaka ya ọ na-enyeghị, biko dododo erekwana ya na-enwetaghị ya bụ ntụziaka. Onye ọbụla na-anwụ ọgwụ ike aghara aghara ma ọ bụ ndị ọbụla na-ere ya bụ ọgwụ ere, gbaa ama nyegara ndị National Drug Law Enforcement Agency ka ha banye ọlụ. Ọ bụrụ na ime nke a, mpaghara anyị dị iche iche, steeti anyị ga n'obodo anyị bụ Naịjirịa ga-adị mma. Ndị ọkwọ ụgbọala, ndị nkụzi, ndị uwe ojii, ndị ndu obodo dị iche iche, ndị ọrụ nchekwa, ndị nne, ndị nna, ụmụ ntorobịa anyị, ndị be anyị, ka anyị jikọta aka ọnụ si mba megide ọgwụ ike. Ozi a si n'aka onye isi oche ụlọ ọrụ National Drug Law Enforcement Agency NDLEA bụ Brigadier General Mohammed Buba Marwa.
Yeah, I say no, niye mmemme nke ụbọchị taa. Welcome back to this edition of our program today. And chetano ihe mmemme ndị NDLEA na-eweta kwa Tuesday ọbụla nke na-abịara gị site n'enyemaka igwe ọdịnala nke Ogidi. Cheta na ọ bụ na ịchọ ka gị na ndị NDLEA kwuo, NDLEA Anambra State Command, gbafa na 091 368 32679 091 368 32679. 79 or Bofana 081 215 163 66 081 215 163 66 number
Any was on
okay. One obo na enu ya inweteli ofuma na nke mbụ mkpọli ya ka njizi ọnwa ya kpọọ ọja
ịkpọpụtara dịka na atọ ka na
so ọ bụrụ na ịchọ ka gị na ndị Anambra State Command Ndlea kwuo kpọọ na 081 215 163 66 081 215 163 66 my Bovana 091 368 326 79 number ndị Ndlea mana before I gbapezie igwe okwu anyị ka itinye ọnụ n'okwu ma achọ ka Madam Priscilla gwakena anyị ma ọtụtụ ndị mmadụ ndị na-aṅụ ọgwụ ike a dependezi n'ọgwụ ike ka anyị si wee na-ekwu n'ụbọchị taa ọtụtụ n'ime chọrọ ịrapụ ọgwụ ike anyị dịrị enyemaka. Then last week I na-ekwu okwu onwe kpọrọ anyị jụọ ma ọ chọkwa na-ebịa n'alụ professional assistance from the Ndlea n'ọnwa ụlọ anyị ejidezie tụọ onye nga so achọrọ m ka mmalụ ma ndị dị otu a enwekwara ike ịbịa n'ụlọ ọrụ nata enyemaka. Then ọ bụrụ na unu nwere ụdị ife dị otu a ego one ka o nwere ike ịkọst or the costly unu nwa assist such persons.
Okay. First, a drug user is not a criminal. He is seen as a sick person who needs help.
Yeah.
So there is no way I can arrest somebody who is sick. You say, sure, you understand? Yeah. You know what's here? Arrest. No, we cannot do that. You can only be arrested if you are a dealer. You're born in a also the Anambra no was such a scarf in a but for a user, because maybe major operation na bonk or around you will be arrested. An office. So long as you're a user, you will go back home. So for you to walk into our office, you will not be arrested. Immediately, from gate, nature. If nature or need from gate, you can meet too much now gate. No, you don't do that.
Yeah.
You can tell them that you want to meet the person in charge of DDRD in that office, maybe Onisha, or if you're coming to Oka here, DDRD, Drug Demand Reduction Department or DDRD unit. You understand? So in around Onisha, you go there. In or around we are close to Oka. Just come to our gate, tell them you want to see Madam Priscilla. You have or more in charge in Kanwan Oka here. I will attend to you. Now, this one now, Babo, no canceling that I'm not charging you anything. Unless we try going lunch, you go and lay off my babro, but I am not charging you a cover for it.
Okay.
But when you are coming for counseling, you will pay for it because you're going to stay. It's an in-house thing. It is a living thing. You will stay with us for like 2-3 months. You will pay for your feeding. You will pay for your personal upkeep. So you get psychiatric doctors now. You will pay for it. I got on a test on you when you come, both drug test and health-wise. You need to know the person's state of health. Because we need the special care. Need the special. That a man so we be mandi behagane, but ima go that kind of a thing. They need the test. So all these things you will pay for it. And how will DSTV? Nadia. ebe ha nọ ha na watch channel dị ha mma ọ ha ma ga-akwụ ụgwọ that one na bụ no salary damage kwa ihe so all these things put together is what you're paying for and all that first month can go on with 300 subsequently is around 150 so it's not much in food that is just you're just paying for what you are using and when you consider the cost of things out there you know that Ndlea is in fact is almost free anyway some private rehabilitation centers in this town now like 600 months and they are even about the least around here so on whatever they make rehabilitation free on whatever even when they na borrow mo ha boje na nke ndị a na-apịa ha itali na agwọ ndị ara a na-apịa ha itali every morning chain ha na ihe you pay for it but this one nobody is chaining you you come whenever you're coming out for maybe group counseling and not on their uniform when it's time for sporting activities they dress up for sports and come out. It's a beautiful thing that you give them that sense of belonging because they are not condemned they are not judged they are there to get help so they dress well they are good we interact with them they interact with other people it's just that they want us the freedom of crossing the gate until they are good to go.
Some people are saying I want to allow now choice no na abia. Kemaka those people on an allow something. It's
allowed. Like in the time if you're coming to Oka here to meet me, it's we agree on your terms. At the time we got the money get about convenience. The time you give maybe your off day or probably time maybe your break period. You can come in, we talk, you go back. You will book an appointment. So in a goal, you can be going for counseling from your house.
From home, okay. And honestly from home, Benetton. Okay. I have a busy go who can the Maditiol no
whatever amount. They were subject to change without notification.
Yes.
Depending on market prices. Yeah.
Yeah, kai gba pezi ego kuma ka onwe ndị na-echezi eche ka ba tie ọnụ n'okwu. Ị na-agba anyị tie ọnụ n'okwu akpụ n'ọnụ ụbọchị taa chite na enyemaka a na-enyelu ndị ndụwa dependency na drug ka anyị na-ekwu n'ụbọchị taa enyemaka dị iche iche ọ bụ na ị na-aṅụ ọgwụ ike na inye idoro enyemaka Madam Priscilla na ebe a ịkọwatakwala ya ka ọ maka ndị Ndlea eji wee nyelu gị aka maka ndụ gị daalụ n'isonyere anyị gba anyị na 070 653 813 20 070 653 813 20 I know somebody. Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
After I know this year, chetakwa na ihe nọ okwu akpụ nọ nke ihe tie ọnụ gaa n'ihu
anyị anakwa n'ihi na-ekwu
hello
wee nkekwuo n'obele
adị m na-akpịrị ụsa oke ọchịchọ wutere mmadụ ị na-eti aka n'ihe ọgwụ ike so ọ ka mmadụ iwe na-eme onye bikos na enwecha ihe niile a na-eri ma mmanya m ihe niile so mana mmadụ wee necha anya bụ nke na a na-esie and onwere iwe ụtọ dị na nsi preparation eji esie chọkwụbụ njọ n'onwe ya so mana people na ga-ada eze ntoyi ebe ụfọdụ isi mgbaka dị ka omere at the same time or continue on because bad friends I when we are still continue when each mgbaka omere today na ọma mmezie echi mean or continue that is why people which gbanwe those are addicted okwozi nye mpụta and the person na anwụ ya awụlọ na ọ dịkwa happy na ọ na-anwụ ya no go no circumstances okwezie so mana nna ya ọkụ ọbụla nọ na na nwara maka ya test go me once so and person test the test me na no na go not because of na nwa dị tụrụ ọnụ out of argument we shall say ego na test ya only way test ya no ma meme iwo meme fa ga na ja no no mana mo no ni iwe me no no chinga azụ pụta
dalo
ya no tie no pụta
I can ekwu na efutabu maka ọ dịghị easy
adọkwa easy chacha
ọ dịghị easy
kwa grace of God all easy
we have another sorry hello good morning yeah hello
before they call
onye ne
Okay.
Hello, good morning.
Before another person calls, but so many people keep going into okay. I've only one guy, one day, sometime last year, in a program, he called my number. Near appointment, all Okada time, he came. One fine young man. I was able to guide him, and I've been following. On after small time, on Lagos. I've been guiding him, following him up, not to call Bella in Chataya up, not to Bella up Bomo, not to the boy, and truly the boy is good. And in Kiabuku, I feel I can say handle it. But reading him, he was open enough to say that he can't handle it any longer. He needs help. And right now he's good. Like in Kia, about an addiction. So we draw down alone. And there were so many others. One guy calls me from Isukwato. From radio here, I could see about 3 guys calls me from Ebonyi. Ofubu Isiago, Ibuabo, Abakaliki. It's on the same thing. They didn't even come. But only one guy from Agwata, Ekulobia, that I asked to come, and because he's a young person and he's in school, and I needed to interact with him and see him and assess him too. So, nobody will do that. So long as you're not a dealer, nobody will catch you. And even when you're a dealer on your own, you come to see somebody. I need you to for what? Unless my trouble got and your invitation say but apart from that, nobody will hold you.
Okay.
Thank you.
Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning.
I'm fine, maybe, sir.
It's
When you say go on, can I leave you? Okay, Daniel. But yeah,
network na bata n'ime.
Ibani when you turn kind of moving
on the road.
Something like that.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
Yeah, good morning. Afa ina ebisa.
Because tomorrow, opening could be
Okay.
Afa gi.
Awunike ngwa.
Afam bụ Ifeọma.
Ifeọma no Daniel.
Biko, ihe m na-ekwu gbasara ihe unu na-ekwu, ihe m na-ekwu taa amaka. Ọ asa osisi gokwe n'Ogbunike anọ. Ha egwusisigokwa ụmụazị anyị o. Drọg. Biko, batakene na Ogbunike.
Okay, thank you.
Dalo ndị MDA ya na
Thank you.
No. I need to
onye Ogbunike na-ege ntị mara ndị na-ele drug anụ, please take the numbers agboro na radio here. Contact us. Information about the people that sell. Please, I better know your number. You give me a so give me a kocharon. If you keep on the drug, I don't share you. Imaronye genuinely no one ladies drug and you're concerned, you can give us information and all the possible for you. If you know the type of drugs it sells, please give. We need details. Kedu obo na obi na be mmadu, kedu afa onye obi n'ụlọ ya, kedu afa the kindred obi, kedu afa the village. So at least mmadu na abia to confirm or give you easy to know, because when you na confirm bido juba ajojo boys suspect they will know immediately and they will beat up the person. So please give us the accurate information that we need. Thank you.
Yeah, can pop out the number again. Number Ndlea Anambra State Command. Bofana 081 215 163 66 081 215 163 66. Number Ndlea Anambra State Command. Hello, good morning.
Hello.
Yeah, good morning. How are you, sir?
Good morning, sir.
Good morning. Your name and your location.
Ndlea na new local government area of Enugu State.
You're welcome. Go ahead.
Thank you. So, how are you getting in that program on Oma? Mana Adjumbo, and what Ndlea na Enugu State.
Yes, sir. Office in Independence Layout Enugu. Iputeba Agric Bank. Ndi kekabo na ifuleba job office in the drug and then one rehabilitation center in that place. From Agric Bank, the Independence Layout, you can take keke to that place. You can take a drop. You can take the one they load around that place. So all the Independence Layout, sir. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Okay, dịka anyị na-eche okwu ọzọ ibe nchọkwa njọ bụ kedu ọrụ ezinụlọ na ndị agbata obi ma ọ bụ ndị enyi mmadụ nwere ịlụ n'ebe onye ahụ nọ ọkachasị mgbe a na-enye onye ahụ ọgwụgwọ in terms of recovery kedu ọrụ bakwesịrị ịlụ iji wenyere onye ahụ aka support ya
the ọrụ ha nwere ịlụ bụ support.
Okay.
They need to support the person. They need to support him emotionally and psychologically. They need to support him morally. They need to support him financially. They need to be his friend. They need to accept him. Imago, most of the problem in the rejection and discrimination. Makana imago no oboro village in Jazz no onye na agba drug eji hoku. Na abia na meeting umu na onye drug asini na onye na say something. Amaga say na say something na something. Ana ewe ni sumu na iweku ni knock ikwu gwa shigi na la na onye drug eji hoku. Rejection, discrimination. So even after the person gets bata, people will still be seeing that person with that eye. So what this person needs from the family, the friends, people around him is number one, acceptance.
Okay.
Love him, support him. You know, support her and different types financially, like needed something, or if you can afford to help him to start something, you can. If you cannot afford, that you can employ the person. Employ the person. That can employ the person, direct the person. Okay. That's that aspect. I mentioned psychologically and morally, right? Yeah. I mentioned emotionally. Be there for him. Most of the times, they are lonely. Yes. They feel rejected, they feel abandoned, they are very lonely. So, as much as you can, be their friend. Don't be their judge. You don't even need to judge them. Yes. Because anybody you that is judging can become a victim of the same thing you're judging tomorrow. So, support them, all-round support. That's the major thing that is needed from friends and family.
Yeah. Okay. Hello, good morning. Hello.
Good morning, sir.
Yeah, I'm fine. Every Sabo.
Oh, this morning, Sabo. Eventually, they addicted to like more than 35 years and above. They will have to go all the way or more than 35 years and above.
Yes, drug dependency or addiction, a death sentence. Anybody at any stage, the person can still get help. If the person is determined, it makes it a lot easier. If the person has taken a decision that all choro to come out of it, it makes it easier. So whatever you're telling the person, now they put you into work faster because you want help. Even if you have been into it for 50 years, you can still get help if you want. So all you need to do is to seek for professional help. Look for professional helpers. Come to our office, we will assist you. The only challenge I know in office, but I ain't wearing enough space. We have about 30 bed spaces and on are the fully booked almost all the times. On which in the corona line nature space came be 2 months now. They've not gotten any space for 2-3 months. Come January, in fact, when they not every day now they've not gotten space. So you can somebody the thing may affect negatively, you can come for counseling. We will help you. You need to go there. You need to continue to follow up until a more space where the person can enter. So no matter the duration on your ticket go there, you can get help, sir. Thank you.
Okay. Okay.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning, yes.
Yeah, how are you?
Amen.
How does it come back?
Thank you very much, I appreciate. God bless you. Thank you so much.
Hello, good morning.
Hello, morning.
Yeah, your name and location.
Nemo, okay, sir.
Okay, Gani.
Because maka na akpọ ihe ọkpụkpọ enwe na-atụ na ndị madam nna ba ụlọ ndị otu uru ya na-enye aka maka na ịkpọkọta ijere ịkpọrọ ukwu ma ọ gbara akpa ahụ bụrụ agha gị enwe ike ikwue anyị akọkọ onye kwuo ma emezie aga soro onye afọ maka na abịa hụ onye dịka na ebe dịka mana abịa anaghị ya adị mana asụ igwe ọ bụ na ndị otu uru ya na-anọ ebe ahụ ji atụ iyi yunifọm nyere mtewa maka adịghị anọrọ ha na-enye ha n'ihe ahụ ebe ahụ so onye nọ ndị ebe ahụ ndị mmadụ na-akwụkeche moto nwunye nwetaka aga ọtụ nwa mmadụ kpọọ uwe anyị kọba ha onye ahụ ọfụma onye kpata ọwọdụ ji ahụ eje o nwere ebe ya polisi ya mụta ma nwaanyị di ya na ndị a na-ere ihe dị etu ya mana ha ya ejebe ya sị na-enwecha rịtọn na-enye ha rịtọn and ha ya ama so n'ụlọ na-arụ ya ọrụ abịazịa agbarụ na ama etu anyị ikpe na redio ụna na-eje ebe ahụ ya unifọm ụmụgbo ka chi ya ji arụ ọrụ wee na-enweta ha so ha.
Thank you, sir. God bless you. We appreciate, sir.
So, aka na reveal identity and the informants information. So, I know
and so many people, enable information, officer information about drugs, so many information on the table, and nobody is giving anybody's identity out. Our word is our bond.
Yes.
We cannot reveal your identity, sir. If you have any information, please give. And then, because before I met you, our annual quiz competition is here again.
Okay.
Registration is ongoing for schools. These owners of secondary school, principals of secondary schools, you can go to our email, register through our email address. You need any major job, you need to go to our email address and write the name of your school and say that you are interested. That is all you need to do. Write the name of your school in that email address, and that email address will ndleanambra@yahoo.com. ndleanambra@yahoo.com. Everything because small letters. You join at that email address, register the name of your school, just say that you're interested, and that's all. The competition may be on the 27th of May, but it's Children's Day. We will register as long as you have your information. And we're going to any change in date, we will still inform you. So register, drop a phone number that we can use to contact you. Previously, they all went home with very tangible gift items. It could be your school this time around. And school. So we expect more turnout this year. Thank you.
Yeah, ka Madam Priscilla nyezi okwu ikpeazụ ya okwu ndụmọdụ to ndị na-ege anyị ntị.
I want you to understand, my dear listeners, that drug addiction or drug dependency is not a death sentence. That you are into it does not mean that you've been condemned. You can still get help if you want to get help. And if you want to get help, please seek help. We are here to assist you as professional helpers. And by the grace of God and your own efforts, you will get the help you seek. Don't live in denial. Don't live in denial. You can die. When you zochioria, oria is zochia.
Banana nini.
Thank you very much, Ndlea. You look forward to doing it together again by this time next week. Thank you and God bless you.
Yeah, Madam Priscilla. Yeah, on your money, guy in Tanya can egg it.
And before you might be commended, subscription because if you can support us by paying our subscription, please help us, reach out to us through any of the numbers. And I bag ABS here, so you can help us to pay. Although you can even pay for 6 months.
Yes.
It doesn't have to be for 1 year. Before that the end of that 6 months, I can go for the remaining number of months for the year. Thank you very much, and have a beautiful day ahead. You're welcome.
N'ihe mmemme nke ụbọchị taa Ndlea and you nke na-abịara gị n'ụlọ mgbasa ozi Anambra Broadcasting Service 88.5 FM Ọka n'isi ije ozi ABS. I wanna ask you till next week Tuesday. Chetekwa ihe Madam Priscilla kwuru ma ọ sụrụ ya n'English ka sụọ ya n'Igbo before ihe na-ekwu na ego waji abịa ebe kwa Tuesday ọbụla bele expire taa ọgwụ taa so na ọ bụ na enwere enyemaka ndị mmadụ nyereleva na ịma anụzi oluva ọzọ so echem na ndị mmadụ ga-agbata ọsọ maka ihe mmemme a bụ ihe mmemme dị oke mkpa ekwesịrị ka akwụsị maka ọdịmma anyị na ọdịmma obodo anyị. Daalụ. Afa m bụ Emmanuel Okonkwo.
Mgbanwe mbụ onye kacha Ugochukwu na-asị ka iwere ozi a gbasa anya tụsụ anya na mgbụrụ niile Tuesday ọzọ
Ndị ya dị.